Yo. What is good? What is good? We're getting straight into it today. What's good, everybody? Good to see all of y'all on here today. It is always a great time to come on here and have a little chat, as I should say, about certain things other than just making beats and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk to you about something that has came to my attention. A few of you guys wanted me to talk about it, about the AI stuff. And we're going to go ahead and get to it today. And hopefully I won't be on here too long, but we want to have something that, can have a healthy conversation with a lot of producers on here, okay? And that is, should AI music get paid? And I know some people may think one way and some people may think the other way. But that's the way we got to look at it. What's good, the real Mappa? What's good? What's good? How you doing, man? We got the real Mappa. We got Mappa here on the stream right now. He's a young producer, man. Been making a lot of waves here in the city of Atlanta. He's been on a few projects, been getting a lot of placements lately. He's going to be one of them ones in the future, man. So y'all say what up to Mappa. Really dope individual. Really dope. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and have like a nice little discussion today about, should, AI music, should it be an avenue to where people can get paid from it? And I want to get you guys' opinions on it, and I want to have a healthy conversation. One thing I do want to say is, if you guys are watching the stream right now, just make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Just go ahead and hit that like button, so we can get a few more people in here. On July 18th, I did get the email. I got not an email, but the text. I got it, Mappa. I got it. I got you. I'm gonna try to make it there. I can't make any promises, but I'll try to make it there. All right. Yeah, but please, if you guys are watching the stream right now, go ahead and hit that like button. If you guys want to donate to the stream, you can go ahead and donate by hitting the cash button down there, or you can do it via Cash App or PayPal. Either one is all good. If you don't want to support me, support somebody else. Support one of your other favorite streamers or your favorite YouTuber or whoever. Just make sure you guys support the people on here because, as you guys know, these sites don't really pay people like that. And it just kind of gives them a little, a little welcome thing saying, hey, we appreciate what you're doing. So if it's not me, please support all of your other fellow creators who you think is dope. Make sure you guys support them. They will be very excited. You know what I'm saying? They will be very excited if you did support. I don't care if it's $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, $20. It helps out. Everything helps out, okay? You about to focus on your content bag? Okay, come on, man. Get up, come on to it. Yeah, so right now it's a big debate. Some people are trying to find out, like, okay, imagine you like making a song, right? Imagine you're making a song, and imagine uploading the song, getting thousands and even millions of, hold on, I'm trying to move my thing right here. Getting thousands or even millions of streams, right? Say, for instance, you did that. You're getting thousands, even millions of streams. And then, I'm trying to get this other thing right here. Hold on, there we go. Boom. It's like you're getting thousands or even millions of streams, right? And then, the platform tells you, we can't pay you because you have used completely 100% AI generated music. Okay? Or they may say, you ain't used 100% AI music, you used too much of it. And we detected it. Because as you guys, a lot of you guys know right now, they have ways to where you can detect AI music. And it's actually getting better and better every single day. So for a lot of producers out here, a lot of people who are trying to skip certain steps, it's getting harder and harder to skip those steps, even if you try to manipulate it and try to do certain things to it, that they're leaving some type of element or some type of trace in this AI music, right? So there is a lot of this going on right now, right? And then that's really where the music business is headed to right now. It's headed into the way of people are going to know if producers or artists or whatever, they're using AI. So far as like engineering or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So far as for engineering and mixing and mastering, we don't know how that's going to work. Maybe they might have an AI detection for that too as well. But I know for the song creation right now, a lot of people are going to be hit with the AI music tag because there is a ton of creators right now, a ton of people, creators that are using AI. Okay? There's a lot of people using total AI. Hey, look, I've been to cookouts and I've had family members, I've had people who I don't know that may have known me online or whatever, and they'll be like, hey, I got this song I did. And they'll play me the song, and it's got that same AI voice that everybody else uses. Like, you know, that soulful AI voice it's like that soulful, either like black girl or soulful black guy voice that you hear in all the AI music, regardless if it's R&B or gospel or whatever. They'll play me that. They're like, yo, this is a song I wrote. And I'll be sitting there like, oh, you use AI, you use Suno. And they'll be like, huh? They're like, yeah. I've been doing the AI stuff, but I wrote everything, though. You know, I wrote everything. And I'll be sitting there like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you did not. But they'll be trying to convince you, like, yeah, I really wrote this. I took poems and it put it in. I really put the whole thing together. And I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because I know when people kind of put things together, like I got a cousin who's actually really dope doing the AI stuff, and you used to like see his prompts and how he goes in and has the brackets in there and all this stuff like that. And I'm like, boy, you hell, like you got something going on here. You know what I'm saying? I can't really get into it like that. I've tried it, as you guys know. Like some of y'all are like, yeah, Bolo, come on now. But I've tried it, but I just can't do it. Like it's just not my thing. Like I like actually playing stuff out and doing it. Now, some people like it. You know, it's cool. Whatever floats your boat is cool. But right now, let's really ask a question, right? Where do we draw the line at with this, right? If AI writes a song, that's one thing. But what if AI produces it? What if AI mixes it? What if it masters it? What if it separates the stems, cleans up the vocals, does all that? Where do we draw the line at with all this, right? And at the end of the day, should somebody get paid from something that they did not fully 100% do? You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. Let's have a real conversation with this. Now, you know, I'm not going to read everything inside the comment section, but let's just have a real conversation with this, all right? And if you guys are watching this, please go ahead. Like I said before, hit that like button. It takes 1 second out your day. Just go ahead and just bloop, hit that like button one time for me. It'll help out a lot, okay? And if you guys, like I said before, want to donate to the chat, you can do it via Cash App or PayPal, or you can hit the little $ at the bottom. If you don't want to support me, support your other creators, okay? Support somebody else that's on this YouTube platform or whatever. It'll help out a lot for a lot of creators, okay? You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys go ahead and do that, all right? Now, I do want to say this. I don't want to make this seem like it's an anti-AI type of a thing, okay? This is not that. This is not going to be one of those type of rants or whatever. I just personally cannot really get into it like that, even though AI is pretty much, we're all surrounded by AI right now. Even when you do search engines, even when you do whatever, everything is being surrounded by AI. Everything. Okay? So for you to search anything on Google right now, it's an AI-driven search engine tailored to what you look up or how you manage your life or whatever. It's going to give you certain search results that are going to be different from somebody else, whatever device they're using, because they're taking all this information, and AI is pretty much learning you. Okay? AI is learning you. All right. So whatever you do, whatever you search for, whatever you look at, AI is going to know what to send you. Just like right now, if you have Google on your website. Thank you, Maximus Records. Thank you so much for that donation. I really appreciate that. If you have Google, if you have anything else, if you notice, like if you're on your phone or whatever and you have your notifications turned on, you will notice like when those notifications come on, it will be tailored to the type of stuff that you've been searching or who you are, and that'll pop up. Like I have a whole bunch of like music radar stuff. I have a lot of music stuff pop up, music news, synthesizer news, MPC stuff. A lot of that stuff is coming tailored because they know what I like. A lot of stuff pops up about, certain places I visit, certain type of foods, all that stuff, because AI is pretty much surrounded us right now. And they're learning us. They know us sometimes more than we know ourselves. So right now, we got to look at it as we're surrounded by AI right now. They're using the tools to learn us, to sell stuff to us in a sense, right? So let's look at it, right? Let's look at it. And y'all, come on, hit that like button for me. Please, if you are in here right now, just at least, if you're not going to donate or whatever, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. And please, y'all, comment in the comment section. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button for me. All right, so let me ask you this, right? All right, so let's look at the main story of this whole situation, right? We have a situation right now with Tidal, right? And let me pull this up so you guys can go ahead and see this real quick. So Tidal right here, they say right now Tidal won't pay royalties on AI generated music, but it is not banning it outright. Okay, let's look at this, right? In July, the platform will label tracks that are 100% AI, but it's demonetizing them starting today. Okay? They are going to start demonetizing songs that is 100% AI. This is Tidal right here, right? Okay? So what they're saying is Tidal shared its new policies regarding AI-generated music today and how the platform plans to protect artists and inform listeners. Instead of banning it outright, starting July 15th, Tidal will label tracks it has identified as being 100% AI generated with an icon. But starting today, like today, those tracks will no longer be monetizable. Tidal's priority is ensuring royalties go into original works directly produced, written, and performed by people. We would therefore not knowingly attribute royalties to music we identify as wholly AI generated, the company announcement reads. So right now, if we look at this, old Tidal right now is saying that fully generated AI songs can remain available on Tidal. That's what they're saying. But those songs will not retain any, they won't earn any royalties at all. Okay? They won't earn any royalties at all if they are 100% AI generated. They won't earn any royalties. That's crazy, right? And then it said they're going to put a tag on there now so people will know that it's AI or not. So not only was it's not going to earn any royalties, it's going to have a tag on there, right? This is the kicker, right? But music involving any type of real human creativity can still qualify for payment, right? The difficult part of this situation, which some of you guys may know right now, is determining how much human involvement is enough. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what it is, right? they're basically saying is if it's 100%, that's the main thing. They're 100%. The 100% songs, the ones that people didn't do anything, they just typed in a prompt and they said, hey, make me a whole song. They're not going to pay any royalties on that. Which, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I believe that's very fair, because that means that that person did not do anything humanly possible to create a song. You had something else to create it, right? I believe that's fair. Now, if you actually wrote some lyrics and then it could prove that you wrote the lyrics, I'm going to ask you guys, if you wrote the lyrics and you had the AI do the production, do you think that you should at least get 50%? Right? What do you guys think? Do you think they should at least get 50% if they did the lyrics and the computer did the actual beat and put everything together? Or do you think it should be less than that? Because you know these songs already be coming out mixed, they sound damn near mastered. So you got all these different things that you gotta kind of look at, that people are just cutting the corners. Do you think that if they at least wrote the lyrics, they should get 50% of the record? Or do you think they should probably get maybe like 25% of the record, right? So, what do y'all think? Because they didn't mix it, they didn't master it, they didn't record it, they just had a computer do all that and they wrote the lyrics. How much do you think they should get if they just at least wrote the lyrics? Do you think they should get 50% or less? Y'all let me know. 50% or less. What do y'all think? 50% or less. I'm about to get to that, knock music. I'm about to get to that. I'm about to get to it. Or should you say, what you think? It depends, What do you think? All right? Now, this is another thing you got to kind of think about. This is another thing you got to kind of think about, right? Who is getting the other bit of money that they're going to be making? That's the main thing. Who is getting that? Who is getting the other little bit of money? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Who's getting it? Is it the pot, as they call it? Hold on one second. I got to text my daughter right here. She calling me. Make sure she all right. I don't hear no running upstairs. Who's getting it? Because all this stuff goes into a pot. Right? All this stuff goes into a pot, and the people who are doing the most streams, they get the biggest share of the pot. So who's really getting it? And that's where things get a little fishy right here, because now, of course, you got the ads going, you got people paying for subscriptions, you got all this. Does that mean the people who are doing the real human music, will they now be compensated a little bit more? Right? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, she's just telling me. She just wanted to tell me how she loved me. Oh, I like that. Okay, baby. Daddy moment. My bad, y'all. She tell me good night. I love my kids. There we go. Right? So, okay, getting back to what I was saying, just kind of touched my heart a little bit right there. But can't no AI do that. But if we look at, what we're talking about, let's get back to what we're talking about, right? If we look at what we're talking about here, if they're people paying for subscriptions, they may like a song that might be an AI record, okay? Let's just say they might like the song that is AI, right? And people running up the numbers, are those numbers now going to be spread to other creators? Or is it just going to go straight to the top? Or is it going to go to another pot that nobody else knows about that people are going to be collecting from? You know what I'm saying? So that's the question I kind of got right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the question I got. Hold on, what he said? All that pushing AI and now you complaining. Bro, I made 2 AI videos about production. Y'all just be saying anything because y'all just be on some funny stuff. I made 2 AI videos, and every other video I made ever since then, I produce on the spot. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. Cut it out. Tell me what other videos I've done on that. Tell me what AI records. I made real records on my channel. I'm one of the few people. I'm one of the few people to actually show real artists making beats. I'm one of the few people that have real people come on here and sing and demo records. And at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody does. Whatever anybody wants to do, they can do it. If it makes them happy, it makes you happy. But for me, it's just not my thing. That's why I come on here and talk about stuff like this. What records have you made off camera with AI? Boy, you sound stupid. You don't even know who I am. You don't even know what records. You don't even know what records I even made. Tell me what records I made. Hey, Sack Sniper, tell me what records I made right now without having to look it up. Tell me what records I made. You can't even tell me what records I made. He can't. Like T-Lane right here, her son Mappa. I had him on my channel making real beats. All right then, thank you. You can't even do it. He Googling it right now. He can't even tell me because he don't even know. He just on here talking. I know, he over here Googling. Y'all let Haystack Sniper know what I've done for the music business. I make live beats on live. I was going to do a live cook-up, but I'm going to do that later on during the week. But at the end of the day, like, I want to know what the extra money is coming. Nah, Weaver wouldn't do that. Nah, he wouldn't do it. He'll come straight on here. Nah, Weaver wouldn't come. Nah, Weaver would come straight on here. One thing I can say about the old Weave, he'll come straight on here. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, he's not gonna hide behind no page. None of these guys. Only the little guys are hide behind pages like that. I know. All right, hey, everybody, y'all let Hey Snack. He still hasn't told me what records I made, so he does not even know what I do. He doesn't know what I do. But like I said, I ain't got no time for that right now. We gotta stay up on this. Hey, Snack, I love you either way. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Say what you want. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Say what you want. And the one thing about me is I don't put people in timeout. Unless you start cussing and doing all the other stuff, it's all good. But yeah, we got to stay on topic right here because I still got to get some sleep tonight. I just got off the road. Been a long weekend. Had to buy school clothes for the kids and everything else. But let me pull up this other thing. I got another article up here too. Where is that other article at? Where is that other article at? And I got to shoot this over to my phone. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, it's all good, Haystack. It's all good. But the thing about it is, I want to know, like I said before, where is the other money going to, right? Is the other money going to the other artists, or is it just kind of like being spread out? Where is that going to go? Because you already know that these people are using their people are paying to promote on these sites. People are paying their hard-earned money on these sites. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what that's what I'm trying to figure out. Because there's some people that do like these AI records. Like I talked to one person. I told him, hey man, that gospel song right there is AI, and they're like, oh, it is? I'm like, yeah, it's AI. They're like, I don't really care. They're like, I don't care. It sounds good to me. I'm gonna keep streaming it. So in that situation, what's going to happen? And now do you think, now it's other people coming, it's other people now that's coming on board. It's other labels that are coming on board. And they're saying that, hey, we want the smoke too, right? So right now, look at this, right? This came from people. And they're saying music industry organizations, including the RIAA and the Grammys, introduce labels to help listeners detect AI-generated music. Okay? What we need to know, 7 music industry organizations have joined together to announce new labels that will help listeners identify whether a song has been made with the help of artificial intelligence. The new labels will identify AI-generated and AI-assisted songs, the organization said in its press release. The announcement follows Spotify's 2025 purge of more than 75 million AI-generated tracks from its platform. Right? 75 million. That's crazy. And it says the music industry is taking new steps to distinguish AI-generated music from music made by humans. On Friday, July 10th, 7 different industry organizations announced a unified approach to labels that will help listeners more easily identify music that has been made with the help of artificial intelligence, or what is called AI. The organizations involved in the new initiative include Record Industry Association of America, the RIAA, the IFPI, the International Freedom Federation of Phonographic Industry, the American Association of Independent Music, Worldwide Independent Network, Independent Music Companies Association, and the Grammys, and SAG. Okay? And what's the AFTRA? That's the whole music, the movie stuff right there. And the Human Artistry Campaign. Labels will identify AI-generated and AI-assisted music and are designed to evolve as technology and requirements change, according to the joint press release. Okay? Fans want to know whether and how generated AI has been used in music which they listen. Blah, 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 give on a statement, blah, blah. So basically, what is going on is, let's read down here. Okay, April, the streaming service Deezer reported that 44% of all new music on this platform was AI generated, while Spotify purged some 75 million spam tracks from its platform in September. As AI continues to be integrated into the creative process, artists and fans alike deserve a clear way to communicate how and when it's being used. Okay? So basically all this boils down to is you got labels right now that are saying, hey, this got to stop. We can't have fully 100% AI music, right? We got to have something in here. We got to come to like some type of common means or whatever. We got to be doing something the right way, okay? And I feel them. I feel exactly what they're saying, because I think that it comes to a point like this, right? If you want to make AI stuff just to make it, like, okay, let's just say you want to just make some songs just for the hell of it, right? You want to make some songs for the hell of it, and you're not musically inclined. You don't know how to record it. You just want to see how your stuff kind of sounds. You might have an old poetry book, or you might have some rhymes or whatever, and you want to put it out there, and you're like, oh, okay, that sounds kind of good. That'll be a nice, cool little idea, whatever. And you leave it like that. I ain't got no problem. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. You just kind of doing your thing or whatever. Or let's say, for instance, like this. Let's say, for instance, a site like, let's keep it 100, like a site like Splice. Okay, Splice.com. With a lot of these different places like Splice, even though that they have human-made loops on Splice, right? In order to pick the right loops for you, they have to use some sort of AI to take you to the loops that are in your specific key, your specific genre, and this, that, whatever, right? And then you got to think they're, it's linked to you, so I'm pretty sure they're getting some data or whatever, and then they're trying to find the right loops that fit your style. You know what I'm saying? So they have to use some type of AI to help you find those loops. And then when you find the loops, you can put them in your beat and kind of do whatever. Which some people still argue, hey, that's still cheating even by using other people's loops. When I kind of look at that as like, when you're kind of producing with other people, I look at it in that way. I kind of look at it like you're kind of co-producing when you're using other people's loops. And then, it's kind of like it's the new form of sampling. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much a new form of sampling with all, how people using loops right now. Like, it just is what it is. And people have been doing this thing since like 2018 now, 2019. And it's been going on for years before even Splice came about. But using that way, it's cool, because that way you're using loops. You had some type of human interaction with that loop, and then now you're using it. You paid for the service. Okay, cool. I ain't got no problem. Right? Now, if you take, say, for instance, a whole beat, and you typed in, I need a such type of beat, and then you put your own vocals over it, cool. Me personally, I'm saying, all right, at least we can start off at 50%, and then we can come down from there. Or in a situation where you might have made the beat. Now, this is something I want to ask you guys too, right? Or in a situation, you guys made the beat, and then you put some AI vocals over it. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? Let's say, for instance, you made the beat. As a producer, you made the beat. You physically went and you made the beat. And from that point right there, you had AI vocals on that track. Should you still get 50%? Okay. Jay Booger say 50%. Okay. 50%? All right, cool. All right, Mappa. Okay, cool. So we can all agree that regardless if you wrote it, at least if you wrote it or you produce it, you should still get 50%. All right? And I'm going to get to that, Mill, on the track too. I'm going to get to that. I'm definitely going to get to that. All right? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said before, whatever floats your boat is whatever floats your boat. Okay? Whatever, you could do whatever. You know what I'm saying? But let's just be honest. Does clicking generate on a certain site, does it really make you a producer or a musician? At what point, and let's think about this, at what point does AI become no different from an artist using auto-tune, MIDI chords, splice, co-producer? What's another service out there that has some good samples and stuff in it? What's the one? A lot of people use it too. What's another one that can all the sample packs and everything. It comes where you can play the keys and it has the stuff on it. A lot of people use it too. Oh, it just slipped my mind. Oh my God, this is crazy. Shoot. Arcade. At what point is this thing different? You know what I'm saying? At what point? Yeah, arcade. There we go. Spawn is a little different, but I can see what it is. Yeah, like stuff like Scalar 3. Well, Scalar 3 is a little bit different too because they're already preset type things. But I heard they are using a little AI with that too. All right. But let's look at it. All right. Just kind of hear me out here for a second. Kind of hear me out. Me personally, I don't believe somebody should be able to generate 10,000 songs out overnight. Like, there's some people that can generate a whole. I ain't saying 10,000, but I don't believe somebody should be able to generate 10,000 songs, upload them, and then use bots to stream them, and then pull the money from the same royalty pool as real musicians. I don't believe that. Right? I don't believe somebody should be cheating the system. Right? But at the same time, producers should not be punished because their DAW, their plugin, their mastering style or whatever, or what they use. I don't think people should really be punished like that to a certain extent. Right? Because we got to understand that we have always had technology, right? And every time a new thing of technology has came across, there's been a ton of people that has always said, oh, this ain't right. This ain't right. You got to think about it. When drum machines first came out, right? When drum machines first came out, people were like, no, that is cheating. No drum machines. Y'all are cheating. It's not right. You can't use a drum machine. When synthesizers came out, oh my God, it's a synthesizer. It's not the real thing. It's not right. Right? When beat making software came out, oh my God, y'all making beats on the computer. It's not right. You need a drum machine now. You know what I'm saying? First, the drum machine was the villain. Then, now you're making beats on the computer. Now that's the villain because now drum machines is okay now. You know what I'm saying? Then you got automatic mastering and stuff going on. Then now we have stem separation going on right now. You got the loop packs going on. You remember the times when everybody had the MIDI packs like in the late 2000s all the way up to like 2014, 2015. They had all these different packs and everything going on, and everybody was like, oh, you got these packs is helping y'all. And then Lord knows, please, man, when auto-tune came out, and especially when, Jay-Z had a no auto-tune thing going on or whatever, because we got to keep it real. There's a lot of people right now who would not have record deals if there was no such thing as auto-tune. But people are accepting auto-tune. Like right now, auto-tune is accepted even with people who can actually sing. There's actual real singers that I've recorded that can blow, but they still wanted some auto-tune bite on the vocals. So this is what I want to ask, right? Is the real issue AI? Or is the real issue effort? ownership. Let me ask that question again. Is the real issue AI or is the real issue effort? You are right about that, Mark Thompson. Multi-track recording. Oh, they got mad about that. Oh, man, them old singers from like the 1920s and 1930s, they got mad that you could actually use multi-track recordings. Yes, Juice. Juice Uno 32, Juice 1. I'm going to call you Juice 1. Ghostwriters. People, oh, you use ghostwriters. Oh, my God, when half the people been using ghostwriters for years. But one thing you can always say is, even with all of those, there was always a human interaction. So let's break this thing down. With the drum machine, you still needed your fingers and you still needed your brain, right? With sampling, you still had to go in, chop the samples, move it with your fingers, and decide, okay, let me chop this up to make this, rearrange this, and do it like this. Even though it's not my original composition, let me chop up this sample and try to get it right, right? With loops, let's get the loop in here. Let's go ahead and pitch it up, pitch it down. But the loop was being created by a real human being at some point. Beat making software. You still had to go in and you still had to use the software, the VSTs and all that stuff to still make a beat with it, right? Auto-tune. A human still had to sing through it. It wasn't a computer or AI generated thing. You still had to sing through it. So it was still like a human interaction with the whole situation. But this is the thing. Are people upset because of effort? It takes less effort. Is that what people are mad about? It's like with these people that, that's been going on, and I know y'all been watching this, right? And we're gonna get back to the subject. Is it more of an effort thing, right? Or is it more of a thing like, how much money you spend in getting these projects and getting everything to sound the way they sound, and now somebody can just type a prompt in here and make it sound good? Is it that? It's kind of like the situation that's kind of going on with the guys, all the middle-aged white guys are mad about the mad about the mic pre situation, the 1073 and the Focusrite situation. A lot of those guys are mad because it's like they're trying to prove their point, like, yo, I spent $15,000 on these mic pre's. No Focusrite interface is going to sound better than these $15,000 mic pre's. I know I'm a little off subject, but it's been funny. And the thing about it is a lot of those guys are upset because they're looking at the Focusrite mic pre and saying it is nowhere near what you would pay for these $15,000 mic pre's I paid for. And I mean, all the old middle-aged white guys, boy, they going through it. I love all my white brothers. But I've never seen this many middle-aged white guys be this upset over something. All the brothers is like, shit. All the brothers like, bro, we just making music. All the white guys like, you mean to tell me that you're going to try to compare a Focusrite interface to my Neve 1073? And the thing about it is they're all arguing about this, but nobody's like understanding that the audience doesn't care. The audience doesn't care about if the mic is ran through a 1073 and all that stuff like that. They don't care. Yeah, I know Mill on the track. It's a whole nother thing. The audience doesn't care. They don't care about none of that. And nobody listen to a song saying, I wonder if they ran that through a 1073 or a Focusrite interface. Yes, Charlie. That's what I was about to get. The reason why a lot of those guys are upset is because they spent so much money on a piece of gear. And then you spent so much money on a piece of gear, but then you got to do shootouts. Now, and let me kind of just go back. I'm finna get back on track with this, right? And I don't want to get too far away, but it kind of stays with the whole AI situation, right? If you have to do a shootout on a piece of gear, a blind test shootout, and in that shootout you have to play it, test it with this, test it with that, test it with this, and then you have to ask somebody, do you guys hear the difference? That means that it is damn near close, because they've done all these different shootouts and tests with all these different things. And a lot of times when they do these blind test shootouts, the people will actually choose the cheaper product. Don't forget, close your eyes. I got to close my eyes when I'm doing the shootout. But the thing about it is, it's like I was saying before with the AI, it's about, they didn't take the effort to pay for this equipment. They didn't spend this amount of money. You can tell if it didn't get ran through a 1073 or a Focusrite. Like, bro, right now, most of y'all right now, if you ran vocals through a 1073 and ran vocals through a Focusrite interface and closed your eyes, and they ran really good vocals through it, 90% of y'all would not be able to tell the difference. And then the listeners out there, probably 99.9% of them would not know the difference, but if the song was even mixed or not, because they don't care. It's just like listening to like some old records from back in the 90s that you knew something wasn't right about it, but you didn't care because the song was still dope. Nobody cared about it. But with these guys, they're looking at it, oh man, you never spent the money I spent. You didn't put the effort into it, so you don't understand this. It's the same way with AI. A lot of people are mad with AI because it's the effort with that. You're not doing the right thing. You're just typing in a prompt, and the effort isn't there, right? And I feel them. I truly do, because you got to think about it like this. Sometimes you are correct, BusyWorks. An Avalon 737, and I don't want to get off topic. An Avalon 737. Most people know that you don't even try to really even compress in it. You don't really even try to, you don't even turn on the EQ on it a lot of times. You may have a tiny bit of compression from your mic going into it because all you're trying to do is really hit the tubes and the circuitry of the Avalon 737. That's why I still got mine, even though I still got two solid state Logic 9000s. Shout out to SSL for sending those over. These things are amazing though. But is it going to make a difference if I record a really good singer on a Focusrite or an Avalon 737? No, because the singer is still good. I got a whole video where I had a singer from American Idol sing on a $3 Temu microphone. Y'all can go into my song creations playlist. I got a whole thing about, I took a $3 cheap ass Temu microphone and I had a singer sing on it. Ran it directly in, I put a mix on it, and it sounds phenomenal. We put real human work in there on it, right? We went through the parts, we did everything the right way. It took us like 4 hours just to do one verse. So yes, I understand why some people might want to do AI because it's easier to do and you can get everything done quicker. But a lot of times with that situation is you're losing out on all the good times of it. You're losing out on all the times to say, hey, go back, change this line like this. Even though you can go back into the AI and you can tell it what to do and you can type prompts in it and put parentheses and underline, I can't do all that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do all that. Oh, shout out to BusyWorks Beats, man. Thank you so much for the gift and the memberships again, man. God, dog, BusyWorks, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you, BusyWorks, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. That's crazy. That is crazy. Now, like I said before, shout out to BusyWorks Beats, man. Y'all go ahead and, shout out to him, man. Giving all the, giving the what's the names? The the memberships right there. So y'all gonna be members for a whole month, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I've got the $3 Temu mic. It's the mic is really $30. It's a U87 clone, and you got it for like $27 off, and it was like free shipping. So I got the mic for $3. I did one video on it, but then I actually got a singer on it. And what I was trying to prove was, no matter what you use, if you have somebody that sounds good, or if you record it in the right way, it doesn't matter what you use. It's going to sound good, regardless if you have expensive equipment or inexpensive equipment. But you still have the human element. You know what I'm saying? You still have the human element. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about that another day. We'll talk about that. All right? So let's go ahead and go to the next subject right here. Is this about, and like I was talking about it earlier, right? With this whole AI thing about AI not getting paid or whatever, is this really about protecting artists, or is it about protecting the royalty pool? Okay. Hey, if y'all are watching this, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. Please go ahead and hit that like button for me. Just go ahead and hit the little heart right there. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Not the heart in the chat, but the actual like button in the right above the YouTube description. Go ahead and hit that for me so we can get, let people know that this is cool. Hit the like or dislike. It doesn't really matter. But just hit it for me if you don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and hit that like button for me. Please go ahead and hit that like button for me. But is this really protecting artists, or is this protecting an artist royalty pool? Like I was saying before, right? Because, like, say for instance this, right? Like a really big, like, generated song, right? Right? It could flood streaming services. It could corrupt certain things in these certain positions on these playlists or whatever. It could reduce like discovery. You know what I'm saying? It can attract fraudulent streams, right? It can divert money from legitimate artists to AI artists. It can make it harder for human creators to stand out and keep up. Because right now, say for instance, if you're a human creator and you want to create a song, I don't care how fast you are. Even if you recorded the song in 5 minutes, getting that song mixed and doing everything that you got to do with it, it's at least going to take you 30 to 45 minutes. Even if you did the whole song all the way through on a clean tape, it's still going to take that. Then you're still going to have to, get all of the artwork and all that stuff like that. And we haven't even talked about AI artwork, which, everybody on YouTube right now is using ChatGPT, right, for artwork right now. Everybody's artwork is starting to look the same. It's going to be kind of crazy because in like a few years, everybody's going to be like talking about, hey man, you remember the time when everybody was using ChatGPT for their artwork? And you're going to look back and everybody's stuff going to look the same. It's going to be like, man, you remember the ChatGPT time on YouTube? Man, that was a crazy time on YouTube. So y'all ain't got no problem with the artwork, right? So artwork is okay, right? We can use AI for artwork, right? Like, if we might have a little pimple or something, we can just take that out with the AI. So that's no problem, right? So the AI artwork is fine, right? AI flyers, yeah. So we cool with the AI artwork. I just want to just y'all let me know if we cool with the AI artwork. All right, there we go. Now I see what you're saying. So you're saying as long as you're not using it in music. That's not our craft. Okay, Mill on the track. Okay, so AI artwork is cool, right? As long as we don't do it in music, we cool. Now, what about the folks who actually do real artwork? So basically you're saying is if that's not your craft, if that's not what you do, then profiting off something that's not what you do is okay. Right? But profiting off something that you do that's a do so profiting off something that you know are a part of and that's what you do, profiting off of AI like that is not okay, right? That's what we're saying. I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to understand this, right? So if you're a musician, right, and you make a whole song, a human made song, right? And you use AI artwork to help sell your song, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? Okay, I'm just asking a question. I'm not trying to be too deep. What's good, Ab? I see you in here. What's good? What's good? Right? I'm just asking a question. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm just asking a question. So what about the people who do art for real? What about the people who use the art stuff that's now being pushed out because now you can just type in a prompt and say, hey, Chat GBT, I got this song called such and such. I got this picture of myself. Can you make me some artwork? Now you're hindering the money from somebody else. Now you're pushing out the people who actually did real artwork. I'm just saying, I use AI. I use the y'all know I use the AI from ChatGPT. I do on my artwork. I sure do. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask y'all this. Yeah, the lawyers are getting mad too about it. Let me ask y'all this. So will it be wrong for somebody who makes real artwork like that? They go in, they may draw out a piece of art, and then they might want to put some music behind it, and they go to Suno, and they're not music related people, right? They don't know how to make music, but they want to promote their art, so they make a Suno prompt that fits the artwork that they have, and they want to present that to help sell their artwork. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? I'm just asking a question, y'all. I'm just asking a question. just asking a question. Because if you really think about it, if y'all really thinking about this right now, really think about this. Most of the programs right now, most if not all the programs within, if you guys can hear me, just refresh your browsers. I don't know what the hell just happened. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. It just paused on me just now. Oh man, are they trying to stop my AI discussion right now? They trying to stop my AI discussion? What's going on? The Tampa weather? No, I don't live in Tampa, man. I'm in Atlanta. I'm in the Atlanta area. Oh my goodness. Hey, listen. Hey, YouTube. I'm just having a discussion right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's some bad storms coming. It's some bad. When we was riding back from Alabama today, it was some really bad storms. So it may be acting up like that. Y'all don't leave yet, man. Y'all don't leave yet. Please don't leave yet. Y'all don't leave yet. Well, I'm still here. Y'all just refresh the browsers, please. Please don't leave yet. Talking about change the topic. I should start talking about the mic pre's again, huh? I should start talking about the mic pre's so the middle-aged white guys can get mad again. Because, boy, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna get back to the topic, but I ain't gonna lie. And I'm gonna go back to this again. This has been the funniest, like, 3-4 weeks ever, seeing all the middle-aged white guys get upset about 1073 mic pre's versus a Focusrite interface. And nobody can hear the difference. Would you use Suno to make a beat? I tried it. I didn't like what came out. I've tried it. My cousin can do it pretty cool. He's not even doing it like for real. He's not like a music guy, but he's good at like prompting and stuff like that. He knows how to actually create programs and stuff. But he'll do it every once in a while. But I just can't see myself paying a monthly fee to have something create music for me when I got all the tools here. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't hear me? Everybody else can hear me. Yeah, I'm from Tampa, but I live in Atlanta. I'm born and raised in Tampa. I've been in Atlanta since 2007. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's been crazy with the whole mic pre situation. Like I tell people all the time, man. Listen, it is crazy. Like these guys were like literally going crazy. Thank you, Storyteller 34, for your donation, man. Thank you for adding to the collection plate. Bishop Bolo thanks you. He wants to thank you for adding that to the collection plate. But it was crazy because these guys are like, oh, I paid so much money for this 1073, and you're trying to tell me the Focusrite sounds just as good? And it's like, listen to the test. And they be like, you hear that? That Focusrite doesn't sound like the 1073. And I'm like, but it ain't far off. Like if you have to do a blind test because it's that close, that's why I tell people all the time, like even with my SSL channels right here, my mic pre's right here, the SSLs, right? The channel strips. You can get plugins that sound just as good as the SSLs. You can get plugins to sound very close to it. The thing about it is, if you can save $6,000 and you can sound very close to it, the audience don't care. Nobody, and I'm gonna get back to the subject, okay? Nobody, not one person from the label, not even the guy who even mixed my biggest record, right? Nobody called me on the phone and said, hey, what did you record that record on? It doesn't sound like a 1073. Nobody. They just mixed the record because I recorded the record good. Nobody has ever asked me like, hey, bro, you got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to, before you make a hit record, you got to record that hit record in the 1073. Like, of course, I would definitely use the Behringer 1073s. I was actually going to buy the Behringer 1073s, of course, because I would know how to make it sound good either way. The thing about it is, my biggest record that is a diamond record, I have a diamond record that sold over 10 million singles and more. Like, it's more than diamond. I'm still trying to get the label to go ahead and recertify it so I can get my big plaque, but you know, labels don't want to spend the $450. I don't know what's going on. I got to get my lawyer involved or something. But at the end of the day, when I sent the record in, we recorded that on the Inbox 3. Nobody cared about it. Nobody cared. Nobody cared about that. Jason Joshua mixed the record. Nobody from the label said, hey, bro, y'all need to re-record that. It's not recorded on the 1073. Jason Joshua mixed the record. He mixed the record for TV, film, radio. I mixed the record straight out the studio, and that's the same recording that is on all the streaming platforms. So my mix is on all the streaming platforms. His mix is on the video. It's being played in all the stadiums. It's on all the radio cuts and everything. But my original mix is on all the streaming platforms. And if you go to like Spotify, if you go to iTunes, you can see on Silento, Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nene. It got me listed as producer. It has me listed as recording engineer. They got Jason Joshua as the mixing engineer, which he did mix it. He mixed the final version of it, but my mix, that when I uploaded it on TuneCore years ago, my mix is on all the streaming platforms. And guess what? Nobody said, oh my God, that song has not been recorded to a 1073. Nobody cared. Yeah, the mix actually sound different. Like, he added more like punch to it. It sounds a little bit more, I like his mix. It sounds a lot more polished. You can go listen to both of them. Like, you can go to iTunes, listen to mine, and then go to the actual video on YouTube, and you'll hear the differences. He has all type of throws and stuff in there. Like, he did a lot of stuff in it. Like, he did his thing. Don't get me wrong. Mine is like a basic, but it still sound good now. Like, you got to think, my mix was the mix that was done that night. All right? It was a few other things I did, but it was done that night. All right? It was done that night. And I uploaded it, and there it is. You know what I'm saying? But you can check out both of the mixes. The video has the Jason Joshua mix on YouTube, and my mix is on the streaming platforms. The label didn't want to take it off there. So, hey, it worked. I guess they felt like it was good enough. I guess, I didn't need a 1073. Oh, man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right, so let's get this. Let's get this. All right, let's get back to this. Right. So we gotta look at, should prompt writers, so people who write prompts, should they get royalties? Should people who write prompts AI ads keep coming up. Oh my God. Should people who write prompts, should they receive royalties? Y'all say yes or no. If you feel like, oh, like they wrote a really good prompt, like the prompt is not like, write me a love song where I broke up with my girlfriend and we got back together again. Not that type of prompt. I'm talking about like the big long prompts. That's actually, the prompts sometimes are longer than the lyrics of the song itself. Because like at the end of the day, they chose like the concept and the direction, right? Then they may revise the prompt a few times. Like they say, no, take this out, but put this right here. You know, being like kind of like a old school producer back in the day, where the producer would get the writer, they would get the band, and then they'll have the writer write something. The producer might be like, nah, change that up. And then they'll be like, the band will play this, and he was like, no, change that up. The drums sound good, but I think you should add that right there. Oh, no, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the prompt writer can go through and they can edit and arrange the final result, right? It could change the creative process or anything like that. Like, do you think a good prompt writer who does extensive prompt writing, do you think that they should get? Do you think that they should get some royalties? If they're kind of doing the same things that the old school producer, and I say old school because right now producers just being thrown around like, oh, this guy's a producer, because right now beat makers, producers, I mean, when I made that video, it blew up, and now a lot of people are having these conversations, what's the difference between beat maker and producer. And I really made the video just to kind of be on like a cool vibe, but now people have taken that and they're like running with it. And y'all can see the original video. I still have it up on my page. This is before everybody was even talking about that stuff. Like, being honest, it might have been a few people. I ain't gonna lie, it might have been a few people, but I know when I did the video, it like blew up. And then everybody, then next you know, all you seen was like different like sites and IGs, and they were doing clips from the video, and they were saying, they were using me about a beat maker versus producer. Back in the day, you used to have a producer, and it's the same way like how it is now in movies and television. A producer, they pick the parts that make the movie. Okay, a producer will pick the actors, they'll pick the directors, they'll pick this, they'll pick that, and they'll put everything together and they'll produce everything, right? Sometimes producers are, you know, be a part of the you know what I'm saying, the budget and everything. That's where the executive producers and all that, you know, all those people come in. But a producer actually picks all these people, and they say, I think this director will be perfect for this film, or this, that, whatever. A lot of times these directors now are becoming the producers and everything too, and they're producing their own stuff. And they get everybody, they get the best actors, they get the best writers, they get the best wardrobe people, they get the best, you know, directors, camera people, all they produce the whole thing. It's the same way like with producers and music back in the day. A lot of times them producers couldn't even play a lot of instruments. They just kind of they can kind of hear some things and say, oh, nah, change that up. Oh, nah, write that line different. They won't tell them what to write. They'll just say, I think it needs to have more character in the line. Or the guitar part might need to be a little more softer. You know, kind of like what Rick Rubin does. You know what I'm saying? It's been some funny stuff going around with Rick Rubin, but nobody really knows what Rick Rubin does, right? But he's dope at what he does. You know, you're just seeing this cool, you know, hippie looking white guy, and he's just in the studio, and it's like we really don't know what he does, but he just kind of does it. He's like a producer. He just knows to say, yeah, that sounds good, and no, that doesn't sound good, right? Because we don't really know what it needs more cowbell. Yeah, you have to ask Metallica for that. Real not Def. So, so what's DJ Khaled? Now, one thing I can say, DJ Khaled gets a lot of flack about a lot of things, right? But one thing that you cannot take away from DJ Khaled is he is a real DJ. Like, DJ Khaled is a real bona fide DJ. Like, he knows how to scratch. He knows what records to play. He's a DJ, right? A real one. Like, if you actually knew his story, like, it's a lot of guys from Florida who used to tell me, like, hey, Khaled used to stay at people's houses, sleeping on the couch. Like, he was real determined to get where he's at, and he's a real DJ. All right? And one thing that I can say about DJs, and I can be totally honest with you, a lot of DJs, because they listen to so many songs and they have to keep things on point. You know, you got to understand, DJs be scratching, and you have to, you know, back in the day, like in Florida, because, you know, Khaled was doing a lot of stuff in Florida. So back then, you were doing a lot of remixes on the spot. So you would have to get the song, get the other beat, line that up while the crowd is in the club, have that thing come right on, because back then, if you messed up or scratched in the club, the crowd gonna look at you like, who's DJing the party? It's not like how it is now, where everybody have like their sets planned out and everything. You had to really read the room, and he was really doing his thing at that time. This is what people don't understand. Like, he really put in a lot to get where he's at. Okay? Like, DJing is not an easy thing when you're DJing in front of, you know, the clubs back then. You had 3,000-4,000 people in the club, and you having to remix a popular song with a popular beat live on point, and then come and break out of that and then go to the actual song. And then from that actual song, you take that actual song beat and remix that beat with another popular song, and then you put that other popular song on, and then doing that all night, and then you have to scratch through all that, get the tempo right, get the actual melodic parts right, where everything is on key. All that stuff has to be right. And that's what he did. That's why he's still DJ Khaled. So far as on the production tip, he might not be the best like hands-on producer, but with him knowing so many records and being in so many situations, he can put records together. And as you guys can see, he was doing his thing. He made it up the ranks. And it's not like he made up the ranks on like some scamming stuff. He was a real DJ. He was using his hands. You know what I'm saying? So he was up there. Like for real, for real. You got to think, DJing back in the day is not like DJing now. Like, it's nowhere near. Nowhere near. So you cannot put like DJ Khaled as like an AI producer or nothing like that. You can't put him in that. I'm not going to let nobody say that. I don't care what people say about his production skills when he was making the beat on the MPC and all that stuff like that. He has a story. If people really went into his story and looked at his story, you will understand why he acts the way he acts, because he really had to break through those barriers. Like, I got guys who lived in Orlando, lived in certain parts of Florida that can vouch on the stuff that he had to go through to get where he's at. You know what I'm saying? Rick Rubin uses hands to light the candles. Oh, man. You never seen him produce. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The thing about it is, nobody's never seen him produce, but a lot of people seen him DJ. And I don't care what anybody says. You could be the best producer ever in the world. Try to get on them DJ. Try to go up there and DJ one time, and try to keep the crowd engaged. And try to keep them engaged like how they used to do back in the day. Like, back in the day, the DJs used to hold it down. Like, the DJs were the big thing back in the day. A lot of y'all know. A lot of y'all are my age or older. A lot of y'all are unk status. Y'all know how important DJs were back then. DJs were more important than sometimes the actual producers. Like, you had to be, like, you got to think, man. Like, think of all the stuff back in the day with DJ Clue, Desert Storm, all that stuff. Like, man, come on, man. That stuff was real deal stuff back then. burn one, burn one. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, yeah, he was locked in on 99 Jams. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to think, like, the way he's putting out these albums, and you got to understand, this is what people fail to understand. DJ Khaled puts out albums, they're really mixtapes. If y'all remember back in the late 80s, 90s, 2000s, mixtapes were big, and DJs used to host mixtapes. And what you had to do is you had to take those mixtapes and you had to go through all of those mixtapes, those songs or whatever, to put the mixtape together. And then DJs used to talk through the mixtapes, put the sound effects and everything to separate their mixtapes from other people's mixtapes. And a lot of times they had exclusive mixtapes to where they would break certain songs or break certain artists or whatever. That's all DJ Khaled is doing. His albums are nothing but mixtapes. But they're now being packaged as albums because nobody has CD players no more. Nobody's buying these mixtapes out of the CD shops no more. The middleman is gone. Everything has to be uploaded on these platforms. So now, when you have to bring out a new song, this is what it is. So his albums are mixed. That's why they have different people on these songs. But now, instead of it being a whole collage of songs from, different labels and stuff like that, he got smart and said, well, why don't I just take my own production or get my own people to produce it, and I put it together like a mixtape, and then I can go ahead and do my thing on it and still present it like a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? And he was breaking artists. So you can't take nothing away from DJ Khaled with that. I know a lot of y'all want to say certain things or whatever, but you cannot take him, you cannot put him down on that level like that. Because I've heard the stories. I got a good friend that lived in Orlando, and he used to tell me, like, he used to be, I think it was DJ Nasty, Nas D, and all them back in the day, and he was right there with him, and then he got on with the Terror Squad situation, and he started doing his own mixtapes and built his way to that point. Yeah, of course, Don Cannon. You know what I'm saying? You got to think of the Don Cannon mixtapes. Don Cannon, Steps Back. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at all the Young Jeezy mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at, DJ Drama. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about all the other DJs nobody talked about. You got to think about, Bass Style Express DJs from Florida, Jam Pony DJs, which is Bass Style Express, Jam Pony, Slick Vic, Lock Cool Jock. My boy, not EA Ski, but H Ski, who was over it, you know what I'm saying? Who got all the old mixtapes, all that stuff like that. You got to think of Rocket Rod DJs in Florida back in the day. You got to think about DJ Jelly. You got to think about all the stuff that's been going on. DJ Scream, DJ K Slay. All these people were putting out these mixtapes and stuff. They might not have been producers, but they were breaking artists at that time. So we cannot take away Jazzy Jeff. The mixtape era was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Mixtape era was crazy. I wish it could come back to that mixtape era, because I think we would get better music. Because now you would have somebody kind of like gatekeeping the music a little bit, to where it's like, you can't make that mixtape, bro. You got to come a little bit better than that. Now, certain things you just had to put them on the mixtape because you might get your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro, I can't put you on there, but I know you might beat my ass. I'm going to put one song on here. We'll see how I go. We're going to let the people decide for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, him and Envy. Yeah, Pony Express. Come on, man. Like, it was so many different DJs and stuff. The mixtape era really separated a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to look at it in that way. I don't know how we got sidetracked, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, that Piff, R.I.P. that Piff, man, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. But so let's look at it, right? So like I was saying before, should prompt writers receive royalties. So we talked about why they, the argument for paying them, right? Because they chose the concept, they chose the direction, they went in, they put everything together, they took certain things out, they structured everything, they reprompted, they took these long prompts that were bigger than songs and stuff like that, right? But then let's look at why they should not get paid. Right? Let's think about it, right? Let's think about it. And I'm not talking, and I was saying why they should get paid, maybe because, they're not just writing a sentence or two, but they're really prompting, they're acting like new age producers, right? But let's look at it why they probably should not get paid. The person may have never done any music. Like, the person may have never done any music. Or the prompt and the AI may have been trained to really kind of like copy somebody else's style. Right? And then what about like if the AI, the prompter is somebody who is doing not just one artist, but they're really just being a whole bunch of people at one time? Right? I don't think you should get paid for that. I don't think you should get paid to pretend like you're 10 different people at one time. Right? Maybe 2, but not 10. Another thing is with that being, with these people that can just, one day I want to be a R&B singer. Oh, next day I want to be a pop singer. Oh, the next day I want to be a rapper. Oh, the next day I want to be a folk singer. Next day I want to be a rock and roll band. That dilutes the whole pool of music right now. So now you can just prompt away and you can be 10 different artists at one time and I can upload an album every single day. No, I don't think nobody should get paid for that. Right? And then the thing is, ownership it'll be real difficult to prove at that point. Like, who really did what, or this, that, whatever. It'll be kind of crazy. It'll be kind of crazy like that. Like, I don't think that'll be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I type, make a song that sounds like a 1990s R&B hit, I cannot call you like a real, like, you can't get paid. But if you're typing like a basically like a thesis, and you're adding in the parentheses, the plus signs, the quotations, the brackets, you're trying to tell the ad libs to go here, and you're really producing the prompt. Like, you're really producing the prompt. You know what I mean? I'll let y'all think. Y'all think that they should get paid? Or do you still think, nah, just write it. Spend $10,000 on, equipment and getting people to come in there. Make sure you get a 1073. You definitely need a 1073. Thank you so much, man. What's it called? Spasics. That's how you call it? Spasics. Thank you so much for that donation, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you. So now we got to talk about copyright, right? Let's talk about copyrighted ownership problems with all this, right? We have a lot of unanswered questions with this. Who really owns a completely AI generated song? That's the question I've been trying to find out. Who really owns that? Because it's AI generated and they most likely use somebody else's stuff. Like, who really owns it? Right? Does a person who entered the prompt owns it? Oh, Spaces. Okay, thank you, Spaces. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that, for the other for the collection plate donation. Thank you. Does a person who entered the prompt own it? Right? What you said, Black Trust, prompting is like standing outside a crowded club saying you the owner. Oh man, I gotta pin that. Let me pin that one. I had to pin that one. Does the AI company, do they own it or are they part owner of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it imitating somebody's real voice? Like, is it like this like it's a whole bunch of, it's a whole list of things that can lead to copyright and ownership situations that we really can't really like understand right now, right? Is you don't really know. What level of human creativity is needed to be like required for like a copyright protection? Like what level? You know what I'm saying? Like like it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because like right now, the Recording Academy is like they're supporting they're supporting like a legislation for like AI transparency. Like they're trying to they're trying to support legislation for AI transparency. They're saying, hey, bro, like we got to get this to where it's transparent. People need to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But that's one issue. This is another big issue right here. Okay, that's one issue with it, with copyright and ownership. But this is the biggest issue right now. With all of the AI going on right now. Thank you. I never say your name right. Solvetron. I think I say it right. Solvetron. I keep saying it wrong every time. You got to put in dictionary terms for me. But this is a big thing, and I want y'all to listen to me. This is a very big thing. Could legitimate musicians start to get flagged? Because with it being so much AI going on right now, will legitimate musicians start to get flagged because it's starting to sound AI-ish? Or the AI detection may say, this may be a little too good. This might be AI. Will this new software accurately detect AI? What happens if human music may sound a little artificial? Would that get detected? Because y'all, as you guys know, and as y'all know, there's been some times right here on YouTube where people have actually made their own melodies and everything on YouTube, and YouTube will come around and give these people content ID. They're not strikes, but they'll say, hey, yeah, I think you're using some copyrighted work. This particular copyrighted artist is going to get the full money from your video. You don't even know the artist. You never heard the artist. The YouTuber just pick it. The content ID will just pick it. And it's like, no, then you got to go and tell them, like, no, I actually made this on the spot. And sometimes people win, sometimes they won't. What you say, Spaces? I think people should use it alongside the artist producer to push the music further. Try stuff you never tried before and see where it goes. Let AI give you some ideas to push it further than what than it was. Interesting take. Interesting take. He's saying that you might, some of y'all might need the help. You might need a little AI help, but still using human interaction. Okay. And if some of you guys, y'all want me to read y'all comments, that's the best way to do it. Like what Spaces has been doing, like it's best to just like, donate, and then you can actually like talk and I can see it and I'll read it out to everybody live. Okay. That way you kind of stand out. Because if I don't see that, it's going to be kind of hard for me to like read, you know what I'm saying? Like what you're saying, because there's a lot of stuff coming through here. But could heavily processed vocals, could they be listed as AI? Because you know how it is sometimes where the AI vocals sound a little processed and it sounds a little, AI-ish. Would that get detected? You know what I'm saying? And who decides if it's like meaningful involvement? Like who decides like, oh, this is AI, but we know that you like, say for instance, you wrote a song, like you really wrote lyrics and you typed it in there, and then all of a sudden the AI detection says that we don't think you did enough. You know what I'm saying? Because like me, I was on here over a year ago, right before my child was born, and I had got a copyright thing because I used a loop in a live stream. And it's a royalty-free loop from Splice. I don't know if some of you guys remember this. And the copyright claimant was from Warner Music Group, WMG. Now, it's crazy because I'm signed to Warner Chappell. My publisher is Warner Chappell. But Warner Music Group came to me and said, hey, we're going to take all of your money that you made off this live stream because you're using a song that belongs to us. Because the artist used a loop from Splice. And I was just chopping up loops that day. I was chopping and rearranging them and stuff like that and using the loops. But they was like, nah, that belongs to us. And I went, and so far as I went to YouTube and I told YouTube, like, hey, this is a royalty-free sample that, I got from Splice because I'm in partnership with Splice. Don't get it wrong. I'm in partnership with Splice, and I get credits every month, and I want to use a loop to kind of help promote it. Like, hey, this is what you could do with Splice, blah, 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 everything's cool. They came immediately after the video, was like, nah, this song belongs to us. And when I actually did the whole thing and I wrote back to YouTube, and it's up to UMG to accept it, they declined it. Like, no, this belongs to us. I'm like, what? No. This is a royalty-free loop. Thank you, RS11. Thank you so much. But then, of course, I made a video on it. And the video blew up. And of course, Splice, the team from Splice, they hit me up. And I actually emailed them to let them know, like, hey, this was kind of a messed up situation because what if it was a different person who didn't have the means of being on YouTube that could make a video that could blow it up like that? What if you was just a common person? So I talked to the team over at Splice. They got everything straightened out immediately. But I wanted to make sure that the common person, the average person, would not have to go through that. So they told me exactly what to do. Hey, if you download something, you have a certificate of authenticity. You can upload that, or you can save that to like a Dropbox account, because on YouTube you can't upload, you can't download that to it. So what you can do is you can like Dropbox or like a Google Drive, you can take that link, put that in there when you're explaining, like, hey, this is a royalty-free sample, and then they can click on that link and it'll show the certificate of authenticity or whatever it's called, or whatever. I think it's something like that. And then that way it can prove that it is a royalty-free loop. And then they'll take it off the video or whatever. And they say if you have any problems, you can email them and the guy will take care of it, because they take care of that stuff very seriously. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of gave me like, okay, cool. They looking out. All right, I have no problem with that. Cool. You know what I'm saying? That's all right with me. I'll take that. I don't know if anybody went through that. I know some people say they was gonna leave Spice because of it. At the end of the day, it's one of those things where you're kind of like between a rock and a hard place in that type of a situation. You know what I'm saying? But what if the AI starts detecting real human works? You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of crazy. And then this is the thing. What if this happened? What if, and this might be a long shot, but it might start turning up. What if these major distributors like Spotify, iTunes, all these places, they start requiring for you to send them over original session files? What would y'all do if that had to happen? What if they say, hey man, listen, to make sure this ain't AI, y'all got to send in the original session files and prove that it ain't. Thank you, Doctavius. That's how you say it? You'll send it over? Would y'all send over y'all session files? Yeah, that's crazy. Because my thing is, you cannot sit here and accuse somebody of being artificial, especially if they make, 100% humanly made songs. And I know it's going to be a few things where the software and the algorithm and all that stuff and the content ID might not get it wrong. They might not get it right. They might get it wrong. But man, that's going to suck for that person who does. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to go through that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to go through that. I don't want not one single person have to go through that. People are like, oh well, it's gonna be some casualties. Man, no, shouldn't be like that. You say send the stems, okay. All right. So, we talked about a few things, but let me kind of give you guys my own thing about this, right? That could possibly help you. Right? One thing that you're gonna have to do is keep your project files and keep your original sessions. Keep that. We all know we're supposed to do that anyway, right? We're supposed to do that anyway. 2, save the dated versions of your beats and songs. Okay? That's number 2. Document who wrote and produced each part. So when you do your splits and all that stuff, document, okay, this person did this person did this person did that. If it's just you, just say you. Okay? The big thing, the next thing, number 4, read the terms of any AI music service. Read the terms of it. Avoid cloning voices at all without any permission. Like, don't try to clone any voices. Don't try to do anything. Don't do it. All right? Do not completely rely on AI generated music. Like, don't completely rely on that. Okay? Next thing, if distributors ask you, is this AI driven music? Be honest with them. Yes, you got to read the terms now. Yeah, you are right. So, yeah, you got to read these terms now. Okay, you got to know what these companies are doing. You got to read these terms. Yeah. But like I said before, be honest when distributors ask you if it's AI driven stuff. Like just say, yes, I did use some AI, but I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Okay? Cool. Keep proof of MIDI stems, vocals, recordings, all that stuff. Keep proof of all that. Because they might ask for it. So keep all that stuff. This is the times we live in. And the last one, do not use any type of bots or artificial streaming services. Like, don't do that. If you're trying to find your ticket out of this game, that's one way right there, because this stuff is getting sophisticated where they're starting to figure out all this stuff with the botting and all that. Like they're figuring this stuff out. So let's not get into that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get into that. You know what I'm saying? So let's do a quick Q&A right now. You know, I don't like to be on here too long. It looks like I've been on here for a minute now. But let's do a quick Q&A right now. You know what I'm saying? If you guys got any questions for me on this topic or anything, just let me know. Yeah, get Facebook ads. Don't buy. That's right. Get Facebook ads. But if you guys got any questions for me, please ask me some questions. It's all good. But try to stay on the topic tonight. I know some people going to ask me, like, does the MPC Live 3... Like, nah, let's stay on topic. You know what I'm saying? Streaming like academics. Yeah, watch the playback. Watch the playback. Watch the playback. Spaces, you might as well become a member, man. What you on donating tonight? You could have became a member for $4. Spaces, you seem like the type of person that should be a member of the Bolo congregation. A lot of y'all need to be members. It ain't nothing but $4. It's really just support, really. Like a membership, just support. Like that's what it's really boiling down to right now. Like, you know, it's a lot of people that have, and I don't keep my. Some people got memberships for like $25. I can't do all that. But for a simple $4 a month, you can become a member. You can support Spaces. I think you should become a member. I think you should come on down the altar and be a member. If you feel like the Bolo congregation is right for you, come on down that altar. Come on down that altar and become a member. I have a link right there in the video description for you to become a member of the Bolo congregation. And it'll be support for live streams and stuff like this. There we go. We have one right here. We have Spaces right here. We have Spaces. Do we have anybody else? I think there is 10 more people. That's what them pastors be saying in the church. I think it's 10 more people that should become members. I think it's 10 more. Who wants to come on down? I feel it's 10 more people in here who wants to be a part of this Bolo congregation. You can go ahead and just click that link and you could be a part of the Bolo congregation. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you got to lock the doors of the church. Revival time. Yeah, it's summertime. It's revival time right now. There we go. Spaces in the building. Say it. What's good, man? Got my neighbor in the building. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Prosperity producing. Oh, man. Oh, that's crazy. Close the doors. Close them doors. Close. I said, close the doors. Y'all crazy, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Yeah, this is just the beginning of AI. Y'all got any questions for me, man? Any questions for me? Any questions? I was gonna do a Studio One cook up tonight, but this came across me and I was like, you know what? Let me talk about this tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, a lot of people watch the replays. If y'all hit that like button, it'll help out a lot. For everybody who's in here, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. Any questions? Any questions? Deacon, get that plate on the other side again. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. You're right. And I forgot to talk about that too. Yeah, we were all trained on somebody else's music. I talked about on an AI video a while back about that, right? We've all learned from somebody else's music. We were all trained from somebody else. We all had to learn from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Next thing I have AI pastors. All right, I hear you, Spaces. Yeah, essentially every gospel musician is AI. Yeah. Shoot, everybody's been trained off a Little Richard. If you want to be honest, every rock musician's been trained off a Little Richard. How do you feel about people like Timberland embracing AI? It's what he wants to do. It feels refreshing to him. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? For the few that's still on here, a lot of these producers, a lot of these labels do not like dealing with artists. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys actually managed an artist, or if you signed an artist that actually made some money, or even the ones who never made no money, it might have just like a nice little hit song, a nice little run. I'm telling you right now, artists are the devil, because they're going to come in one way and they're going to leave out a different way. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of people like, shoot, why deal with an artist when I could just have AI take care of it? Like, if some of y'all be like, oh man, shoot, I just want to get an artist. Go ahead and get an artist. Get a hungry, starving artist right now. Go get one. See how they are in the beginning, and then see how they are when they're ready to leave you. Thank you, Nanotech Reviews. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've had artists. I've signed artists. I've done all that. I'm telling you right now, it is one of the worst things anybody can do. Signing an artist would take off years of your life. Seems like AI was more of a big scare coming from corporations as opposed to a real threat. AI is a threat in a sense, but the thing about it is, no matter how much AI you produce, you still have to have a human to like it. You still have to have a human to like whatever song you're making. Bolo, have you put a full song through Suno that you have wrote and produced just to see what happens? Nope, never did it. Mm-mm. I done stuff like I did on Suno one time. It was the free version. I did it to like make like it was like a realist like the prompt was terrible. It was like make a '60s style R&B Motown sounding record, and I wanted to do something that I could chop up with choir R's and stuff like that, and it gave me some BS. It wasn't right. I'm not good at prompting, so that's why it's like I can't do it because number one, I'm just not a prompter like that, and number two, by the time I get done prompting, I could have went ahead and made me a melody. So, at the end of the day, I tried different things. I even promoted a site before. I promoted two sites about it because the first site I thought was actually a really good site. It actually really did good, but then kind of find out it was actually using Suno, and at the end of the day, like it was cool because I wanted people to to look at it in the terms of, listen, you can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. Whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy. However you want to live life, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But don't do it in a way to where it's just like you just obviously just don't care about people's well-being and stuff like that. Like me being honest, like I I don't see how AI is going to save my life as a producer, like using AI songs and stuff like that. AI can help me out so far as like if I have questions, like if I have Chat GBT and I'm like, hey, I got a question about this. What do you think would be the best thing? Like it'll give me several responses on that, and it can make me kind of like plan out certain things a little bit better. But so far as music wise, I don't see what AI is going to help me out with in what I do, because music is so subjective, and the type of music I make is subjective in a sense to where it could either go yay or nay with anything. Like I can make an AI record, people might not like it. I can make a cheesy, human made. I can just, make my beat from scratch and people might like it. So it's like a 50-50 thing with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, AI is going to definitely force humans to change direction of sound. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is AI is going to really expose a lot of people too. It's gonna expose some producers that don't know how to produce, because what's going to happen is if you actually get in there, it's going to be one producer that's going to produce an AI beat and it's going to get big. Then that producer is going to be thrown to the wolves. They're going to be thrown into studios with people, and people are going to expect them to make a nice beat from scratch with their hands, and then you can't go in there typing away. And a lot of times these producers think, oh, I'm just going to take me like a pack of 10 or 20 beats, I'm going to play and they're going to pick one. Nah, they'll go through them 10 or 20 beats and they'll be like, yo, put those three to the side. You be like, oh yeah, it's going to go down. They're going to use those two beats right there, and then they'll be like, why don't we cook one up from scratch? Huh? What? From scratch? You can't type in no prompt then. You can't type in no prompt in. It ain't happening. But yeah, I just want to, have my take on that. I just want to just see what you guys were thinking about it, because at the end of the day, we got to have these type of conversations, right? And we got to find out, should AI, you know, should it be banned from royalties? Should you not get paid? and I tried to make some sense of it all. And I hope, and I hope you guys, may have gotten something from it. But at the end of the day, I think if you did a 100% AI song, I don't think you should get any royalties. Just being honest, just my opinion. But I believe if you put in the work and you did add something to it, fair enough. Okay, 50%, 40%, 30%, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the content ID, feels, feels that you should be redeemable. You should be deemed to get. Okay, so at the end of the day, if you're doing 100% AI, you're not really putting a lot of human element to it. Nah, I don't think you should get anything for it. Just being honest. But if you did something and that's what you want to do, hey, that's what you want to do. So, singer Jay Tate, that's how you say it. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate you on that. Oh, from Detroit. Okay, from the D. Okay, for sure. For sure. But yeah, if you guys are coming in here late, I will have this on a replay so you guys can watch this later on. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share this as well. If you want to take out some clips from this video, you can clip the videos and put them on your stories or whatever like that. That'll greatly help. And make sure you guys, if you're not following me, make sure you guys go ahead and follow me. Make sure you guys go ahead and, subscribe to my channel. And, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that hype button on a few of the videos that I got on my channel. I got some pretty decent stuff, and I think some of you guys might like some of the stuff that I got. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and take it in tonight, man. Got a long day tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream tonight. I'm going to be doing more live streams. Since I've had the baby, I had to do more live streams because I can't do my long form content like I really want. A lot of editing. But make sure you guys follow this channel, and make sure you guys follow my other channel, which is Bolo Hot Takes. Bolo's Hot Takes. I think I have a link in the video description. Make sure you guys go and follow my other channel. I just do hot take videos that last about 10, 15 minutes. It's just like this. And y'all make sure y'all go ahead and follow me, okay? And make sure y'all watch my other videos, and let's keep this thing going because I'm actually enjoying doing these live streams like this, okay? So y'all stay safe out here, stay blessed, and like I always say, peace out.